Everyone's immune system is unique, and this goes far beyond cancer. Our immune system keeps us healthy both in youth and in old age. And so here at the Ragon Institute, and also at MIT Biology, my group is trying to understand how we maintain immune health and function across the entire lifespan. My name is Alison Ringel, and I am a core member here at the Ragon Institute and an assistant professor at MIT in the Department of Biology. And specifically, we study a kind of immune cell called a T cell. And the superpower of T cells is that they are one of the only cell types in our body that are able to selectively recognize abnormal cells, such as cancer, and eliminate them without harming normal tissue. This is the basis of a new therapy called cancer immunotherapy. Cancer immunotherapies actually reinvigorate our T cell responses and enable our own immune system to control tumors. Unfortunately, cancer immunotherapies don't work in over half of cancer patients. And in my lab, we try to understand the reason why, looking at things like age and what we eat and when we eat it, as natural sources of variation that may impact the way that our immune system interacts with a growing tumor. Although cancer can happen at any age, as we get older, it is diagnosed more frequently. Another thing that happens as we age is our immune system completely changes, and in fact we have fewer immune cells that can recognize abnormalities such as cancer cells. I mean, one thing that we're doing is we're trying to sort of take a holistic approach. In a way, we're thinking about how sort of every element of aging, whether it's immune decline, frailty associated with aging, how all of this impacts this process of tumorigenesis and response and resistance to therapy. Actually, a huge number of experiences and exposures also change how immune cells interact with tumors, and not just age. And so my lab also studies how diet and nutrition can be used to augment other therapies and improve patient outcomes. So one kind of nutrient that we study are called lipids or fats. And we've learned that T cells actually collect lipids and rely on them to tune the magnitude of their responses in a tumor. And the lipids that T cells in our body collect are actually things that we cannot produce ourselves, so we have to eat them. And here at the Ragon Institute and in MIT Biology, my group is using some of the resources that we have here, access to patient samples, medical doctors and clinician scientists and fundamental scientists working hand in hand to understand how and why this happens. The long-term goals of my laboratory are to understand why the immune system stops working in a tumor. And in doing so, we can develop new strategies to restore their function.